let us know about the chapter The Book That Saved the Earth, written by Claire Boyko. So, first of all, let us know about the author, Claire Boyko. This is a picture of Claire Boyko, and she lives in Seattle, Boston, California. She had her education in the University of Redlands. She has written and produced a soldier show in Korea. One of her plays was produced in Penang, Malaysia. She has published a number of children's books, children's plays for creative actors, dramatized parodies of familiar stories, The Crybaby Princess, plays and programs for boys and girls, My Hero, etc. are some of her works. Dr. Din's Disaster is a shadow play written by Boyko. Now let us know about the characters and setting of the play. So there are three important characters in this play. First is the historian who narrates the story. Second is think tank who is from the planet Mars, and Noodles who was the assistant of the think tank but more intelligent than think tank, and the other characters are there also. And the setting of the story is 25th century, and the story begins. One important thing about these characters are also that the characters are because from the Mars planet, so that is why their names are very different, and it sounds very different also. So first character think tank is a creature from the planet Mars. And what is the appearance of think tank? He looks like a egg shaped. He has a egg shaped head, and he wears a long robe decorated with stars and circles. He considers himself most powerful, most intelligent creature in the whole universe, and he boasts of his intelligence and power. But when it comes to the reality check, then he escapes, and he is not able to take the correct decisions. So on the contrary, Noodle, his assistant, is more intelligent than him. So let us start the story. Let us start the play. Sorry, it is a play, and plays are different from the stories. Why? Because plays are narrated with the help of the actions. So the setting of the story is 25th century, where a historian is narrating a tale of past glories. She is especially excited about the 20th century, which was also called as the century of the books. So the name was not just because there were many excellent books written in that era, but particularly due to special incident. On the day a book saved the planet human race from an alien invasion from the Mars, so it was important for her. So starting the narration, the historian informs the reader about a leader or a commander in chief of the Mars planet, named as think tank, and his wise advisor, named as Noodle. They commanded and they decided to explore the mysteries of the earth. So they order to order to came through they came through the probe to the land, and the invaders were very anxious, and they were considered themselves very superior than humans, and that is why they were calling the humans as the earthlings. So the probe team means the spacecraft team. They consisted the Captain Omega. Who were there in that team? Captain Omega, Sergeant Oop, and Lieutenant Lota. The first place was the first place they entered was the Central Public Library, which picture is there. Looking at the building and its contents, think tank believed that it was a place that sold food. Why? Because of the shape of the books. He says that this is a place where food was sold. The books were some sort of sandwiches for him. Trying to ascertain one Martian even bit, he also said, thinks and said that eat one bite a piece from one book, and he does also. But he says that it is very dusty and not looking very nice. And then Noodle all says that it is not sandwiches, it is a communication devices for ears. But since they did not make any sound, he corrected himself and claims that they were visual communication devices. Then the team decided to use some intelligence enhancing capsules and tried to decoding the text in one of the books. They opened a book of nursery rhyme with the they open the book of a nursery rhymes, and which story, which cover they opens? They opens the nursery rhyme with the mother goose on the cover. So who reads it? Lota. Lota reads one rhyme and thought what the they thought think tank thought that humans had taught their animals and mysteries of music, while Omega read the nursery rhyme which hinted that humans knew both mining and farming. They have full knowledge of all these things. Finally, Oop opened and read the rhyme called Humpty Dumpty. The picture of Humpty Dumpty was similar to the appearance of the think tank. Appearance of the think tank, the Martian leader. Furthermore, the story had Humpty Dumpty having a great fall, which think tank assumed that direct threat. He afraid of that situation, and he thinks that it will happen with him also. So he drops the idea of attacking to the earth, and he orders his people to return back. And in this way, the historian further tells the audience that a few centuries later, the human race contacted their Martian neighbors once again and entered a peaceful arrangement of coexistence and friendship. Martian has had a new leader then, and the wise, compassionate Noodle, who was once the assistant of think tank. Now he became the king. Humans also developed impressive and grand libraries on Mars, to include love for reading in Martians. They could never get their hands on one particular book, the book with Mother Goose on the cover. So this is all about the chapter, the book that saved the earth.